Hey, I'm back. Truly, I am back and I'm here. Total 100%. In the mind, in the body, in the heart. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure if my heart's. I don't know if my heart's really in this. I don't know if I can go on. But no, I'm glad. It's been, how many days since I've uploaded the last one? I think it's been like 11 or 12 days. By one, I mean discussion, where we talk about a few things. Not we, once again, you're not doing any talking. It's all me. Fuck you. You can't take any credit. So, I had a real tough time. I had a real tough time today, thinking of what to talk about. And it's been the first time, really, because the very first discussion video, which isn't actually in the discussion series, was my cluster truck discussion. And, obviously I had cluster truck to talk about. In the first one, I had just a bunch of like life events that I had to talk about. And the time really seemed to melt away. At the second one, I had, what did I have in the second one? I had the Rachel Platten song, which, holy shit, man, that's given me so much trouble because personally, I thought that was some of my best stuff, the way I went down that wormhole and just went off the deep end with the Rachel Platten lyrics analyzing. Man, that was great. So that was the top of my game, right, in my opinion. And I'm just trying to think, how can I get back into even that same stratosphere, I just kept thinking of things throughout the week that I could talk about, but stuff wasn't really sticking out to me. I sound like a big old douchebag, but I am. But things weren't working out right. I had a few things that I thought of, but then I forgot because I didn't write them down. But now I downloaded a recording app on my phone, so hopefully when I get something that sticks out to me, I can hold on to it. So hopefully now for the future, I'll be able to use that and really not be the world's largest asshole. So that leads me to talking about what I was able to actually find out what to talk about. And the first thing is talking when you don't have anything to say. And that's something that I've kind of had, opinions on a lot throughout my life. And actually, way back in October 14th of 2013, I actually wrote a Facebook status about the subject. And I'm just gonna repeat it for you guys, all right? So here it goes. Sometimes you just gotta think, and that's what people do a lot. They think away their lives. They think so much that they change their feelings and opinions, and they think until they think they're happy. Sometimes people just have to do. Sometimes one just has to do so they have something to think about. And that's why people go crazy. They think so much without having done anything to think about. And sometimes people should just not give a fuck. And sometimes people should give all of the fucks. And sometimes, and by sometimes I mean all the time, people should like kittens. That was in a weird phase of mine. I was really obsessed with kittens. We're going to talk about kittens in a second here. That just reminded me of something. But as cringily as that status was, and actually I didn't write it, October 14th, 2013, that's when one of my friends quoted it back to me and posted it on my wall. So I wrote it earlier than that. So the point is, I think a lot of times people, so much of our world are the media we consume or we have available to consume on cable television, on the internet. It's like vlogs. I mean, I guess like this. It's kind of like this, where we don't even have really anything to say, and it's just you're just watching people or listening to people just their lives, and I think that's incredibly terrible, boring shit. Which brings me up to my next thing is it made me think of my own goals for these discussion videos, because I thought, these aren't really funny subjects, but then I thought for a second, do I even really want to be funny, or do I find it alright just, giving it like a good old vlog feel? But I'm not okay with that. So, I mean, I'm going to try and be funny, or I'm going to just try and make interesting points, but I don't ever just want to be blathering on, kind of like I did in my very first discussion video of the actual series when I talk about my life and stuff's going on, and people ask me if I was all right. I was all right. I am all right. But I'm just like, why is that worth putting out there for content? So I think from now on, I'm going to try and come to a place where I can go where, I'm not just talking to talk, which I enjoy doing, but I want to have something, something worth, to talk about, whether it be comedy, and making jokes, going off the deep end with Rachel Platten song lyric analyzations. Holy shit. That wasn't, I don't know if it was funny, but it was interesting. It was worth listening to, in my opinion. Or if it's like rants, like I'm about to go on a rant. That's the next thing we got coming up here. So whether it's like that stuff, I think, I just want to put something of quality out there. I don't want to talk just to talk. So if there's time in between, these discussion videos, ideally, if my life was ideal and these videos were ideal, I'd be putting out one a week, enough time where I can, recharge my creative juices and spit out some things that are worth listening to. But honestly, I kind of doubt that will happen too often, especially with me working here during busy season. It's just really draining energy-wise, and it's hard for me to reload and find good stuff to talk about that I feel good putting out. But let's talk for a second. I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about Nickelback. Nickelback was coming to a concert. I think it was the Houston Press. I mean, Nickelback is putting on a concert up in Minneapolis sometime soon. I don't fucking know. I don't care about that band. They're a shitty band, but I also don't care about them. And the Houston Press, they put out an article, and it said 10 bands you should hate more than Nickelback. And actually, I'm gonna be total professional again. Just look that up. Houston Press, 10 bands you should hate more than Nickelback. Yeah, hopefully that should. All right, or hate instead of Nickelback, and some of them made sense, like Maroon 5. You know how they used to be a good band. They made good stuff that you'd want to listen to. It had some heart to it. It had some flow. But then it goes on to, Pearl Jam, which I get if you don't like Pearl Jam. I get it. I truly do. I like Pearl Jam, but I understand if people don't like them, like they're not into that grunge rock kind of thing. But they're just, what's their even reason for not liking them? Its songs are full of pseudo-profundity. Is that even a fucking word? Obscured by the incoherent warblings of Eddie Vedder. Listening with a 21st century ear, the music is self-indulgent and intolerable. Isn't all music fucking self-indulgent? Unless you're singing, let's save the fucking kids, get off your asses. Isn't pretty much all music self-indulgent, going off of, like, your life and your experiences? Writers write about what they know. Do people not fucking understand that? Do you want me to write about the struggles of a fucking chameleon in the land of chameleons, wherever chameleons come from? I don't fucking know where chameleons come from. Do you? Anyway, you want me to write about how hard it is to get industrial blender mixer pieces out of an industrial blender when it's broken? What the fuck? No, I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to write about that. So why would Eddie Vedder not write about himself and experiences he's had? Which leads me to another thing. Oh, and also one of the bands on their list was Pentatonics, which I get, a cappella music. Pitbull's another one. Pitbull sucks dirty butt. But then they came to a band who I knew was going to be on there, which I have a deep, deep issue with, and that is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I went to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, actually, last weekend. One of the greatest shows I've ever been to. The greatest show I've ever been to, So the complaints they have with Red Red Hot Chili Peppers are complaints that I've heard a lot. All right, let's read it. This has mostly to do with the fact that frontman Anthony Kiedis has, to put it lightly, questionable songwriting capabilities. Also because he only seems to sing about California and relationships. What the fuck? I mean, once again, writers write about what they know. The dude, I mean, yeah, he writes about California a lot, but, it's been a huge part of his life. It's been a huge part of his life and relationships. Who the fuck? So many artists, that's like all they sing about is girls, whether it be getting pussy or heartbreak, What the fuck? How can you sit there and criticize a man for writing about relationships when so many heavily acclaimed artists have been doing it for all their lives? What the fuck is your issue with that? You know what makes people hate Nickelback? It's not their songwriting, like the fucking lyrics. It's because they have bland-ass rock music, bland-ass chord progressions, with bland-ass instrumentals, with bland-ass vocalists. You know why people like Red Hot Chili Peppers? It's because they kick ass, They have such a huge range of different songs they can play, From the real intimate, Under the Bridge, to like rocking out real hard, Give It Away, Danny California, Can't Stop. They can do it all. I also recommend you guys listen to Wet Sand, Brendan's Death Song, and Meet Me at the Corner. 3 great songs, especially Wet Sand. But anyway, what the fuck? Speaking of lyrics, people care way too much about lyrics, all right? What the fuck, are you like emotionally stunted people who think who you can't fucking like identify your own issues and how you like want to solve them yourself, and so you need to latch on to these songwriters and musicians who talk about their lyrics and you're like, oh, I identify with that, I have empathy for that. What the fuck? Figure out your own problems and then get over it. Is that really the point of songs? You gotta fucking go on these journeys with people because you can't fucking identify your own problems, or you need someone to sing about what you know? Fuck, dude. I mean, you can tell the emotions of songs without lyrics. Fun fact. It's not even a fucking fun fact. That's just music, How do you think for years, the church, when music was first coming, like when songs were first entering like the masses, right? The first people who did it really was the church, and they're worshiping of God or different gods or whatever, The first organized music, large scale, was for that. They didn't have words. It was very somber, very holy feeling music, and they didn't need lyrics to do that, I just don't get why people put so much emphasis on a song's lyrics. They'll tell me a song sucks because it doesn't make sense, Anthony, Red Hot Chili Peppers is around the world. I know for sure. Bing bong dong dang dong dong ding dang dong dong. It doesn't make sense, yeah, but the rhythm's cool. It's like that song by J. Cole, Get Off My Dick, GOMD. The right before the hook, it's how's it go? It's like I said to the window, to the wall, my nigga ride when I call, got bitches all in my mind, fuck nigga blocking my shine. I know the reason you feel the way, I know just who you want to be. So every day I think the man upstairs, I ain't you and you ain't me. Get off my dick. I don't identify with any of that. I don't know what any of it means, really. I mean, so I think the man upstairs that I ain't you and you ain't me, I guess that's like, I'm glad I'm not you because you live a sad little life. But I mean, I don't identify with that at all. I don't have any people out there who are, who have a negative relationship with me in that way. But it's still fun. It's still a great line because it's fun to say. It's not about the lyrics. It's about the vocals and the rhythm, or people will call it the flow of the vocals, It's how fun it is, how appealing, what's the word for it? How just good it feels coming out of your mouth. Just like Red Hot Chili Peppers, can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Drop top, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant cousin, do with reservation. Defunct the pistol that should pay for. The punk the feeling that should stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside loves living on the west end. Knock out, but boy, you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Birds so bright, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat screaming through the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 belly dancers. You know, there are bits and pieces that I know. You know, the punk, the feeling that you stay for, can't stop, addicted to the shindig, you know. You like what's going on, complete the motion if you stumble, right? I get it. But they're just fun to say. People, the meaning of this lesson, the meaning of this discussion isn't to talk about, it's not to talk about, what? I don't know where I was going with that. It's just that put less emphasis on lyrics of a song. Put a little more emphasis on vocals and the rest of the song, fucking guitars, bass, you know, drums, the basic stuff, at least in like a rock band, you know. Venture out, you know. It's not all about lyrics. If you need good lyrics, go read some fucking 20th century poems or some bullshit, right? Right? Go listen to Chuck Mangioni's Feel So Good, all right? Look up the 9-minute version. There are no lyrics to that song. I know, though, that you'll be able to tell when you're listening to the song what it's about and given the title, but just go do it. Just go fucking do it. Pause this, go do it, and come back, you know? And you'll know what the song is about. You don't need lyrics. Vocals help. You know, they can drive a song. They can be the line that threads through the song, but you don't need lyrics. Come on, people. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get back. You know, it hasn't been too long. We're at like 17 minutes, and let's get back to our section. Our, what is it called? I don't know. Our block where we go to Reddit. You know, we talk about weird people. Hold on 1 second. I gotta take a drink of water. All right, sorry, you know, I got on my soapbox there. I didn't need to do that. But, you know, that's what these discussion videos are about, right? Giving you something worth of content, giving you another angle to look things at from. To look from which you can look at things. There we go. You shouldn't end your sentences in prepositions, okay? From, to, you know, stuff like that, above, below. You shouldn't do it. It gives some ambiguity. All right. So we're back to me deciding whether people are weird or not. We're back to the Ask Reddit thread. What moment made you think, fuck, I am weird? All right. Let's see here. We've looked through a decent number of these. All right. Hazel-eyed girlfriend. Yeah, we read that. All right. I don't recognize this one. Okay. Santa Tech, he received 4,800 points for this. He says, I skinned a watermelon with a potato peeler out of boredom and ate it like an animal. All right. He skinned a watermelon with a potato peeler and ate it like an animal. He has a picture. Oh shit, it's a watermelon. Totally peeled. I assume with the potato peeler. Fuck, dude. That's awesome. But no, that's weird. Holy shit, yeah, dude. We actually have a weird guy. Wow, that's great. We haven't had a lot of those yet, have we? I don't know. But yeah, dude, that's totally fucking weird. Who does that? Who just sees a watermelon and is bored and they're like, you know, I'm going to peel this with the potato peeler. Holy shit, it looks like a fucking egg. It looks like a big old red egg. Man, that's awesome. You guys go look that up. Man, that's neat. That is weird. You're a weird dude. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Like I said before, you're just not normal. Man, that's weird. That's cool too. And he ate it like an animal. He said it tasted awesome too. That's great. That's great. Man. Fuck, dude. This dude ate an egg watermelon after peeling it with a potato peeler out of fucking boredom. Who thinks to do that? Yeah, dude, you're fucking weird. Ha! This is great. Man, an actual weird one. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I've never thought to do that before. Fuck, dude. A potato peeler is so small. And watermelon rind is so thick. So thick. Man. Fuck, dude, that's great. That's great. I can't believe we actually did it. All right, on to our next segment. Segment is the word. Segment is the word I was thinking of before instead of section or block. All right. Finally, I have something very serious to talk to you guys about. 1 second. Let me pull it up. Recently, I bought a package. Of Keebler Elves. You know, the Keebler Elves cookies. They make the cookies. I bought one of their packages of their what's it actually called? Of their grasshopper mint and fudge cookies. Okay? You need to join me in the boycotting of Keebler cookies. Usually I enjoy their delicious grasshopper mint and fudge cookies because I am a giant slob, but today I can no longer stand by my body's delicious cravings. I have been wronged. By the food giants of Keebler. Today, my package of cookies came with 4 to 6 missing cookies. As a businessman myself, I find this totally unacceptable and utterly despicable. Together we can remain strong and fight this corporate monstrosity. These savages must learn that we will not stand for these vicious attacks on our personal, craving-satisfying affections any longer. No, boy, no. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can do it. We can fight Keebler cookies. And actually, I sent an email and they gave me a coupon for a free package. So I'll probably get some more of them. All right. Get off my dick.